Hello all, Seriously here, back with some more No Man's Sky 2026. Locate my starship, it's right here. Board my starship, let's do that, and we're gonna get a message from our suit and an existential discussion with ourselves. I'm going to resist the urge to be sick. The suit prevents me anyway, and I realize the suit's been there the whole time. The suit rescued me, it's got a strange voice in my head. I'm gonna remain sad. I know the suit's not alive. Or is it? Multiverse ends in 16 minutes. Let's take flight. Okay, I'm actually gonna get out of my seat here though. I wanna see the stats on this planet. Paradise planet. Excellent. Very, very pretty. Love the orange grass. Hey, how did it damage my launch thruster? Cheater. I called in the shuttle. I got a repair kit. We're probably going to need some repair kits today, to be honest. Locate a Holo-Terminus. Right here. I don't know why, but these Holo-Terminuses that are supposed to connect to other planets and stuff often like being in the shadow of a huge cliff. Like you think this might block signal? All this rock? No? No? Alright. Alright everybody, guess what? The world's ending. And apparently everybody knew except me. That's why nobody wanted to talk about this number 16 all this time. No response detected. Progress towards the center. You know what? Before we do that, I'm gonna go to the space station. See what we got going on here. We might get some free rewards. We got good reputation. Not with mercenaries. Well, we got good enough reputation, and we can maybe even make it better here. Let's see what we got. Hey, that's not too shabby. That's really great, actually. Free ammo. Donate. Yeah, I've got quad servos. I'll give up 3 salvage glass. That's fine. I've got plenty. Let's check. It hasn't updated yet, but maybe. No, 33 to Exalted still, so we need to donate a lot more. Or do missions, but you know what? I'm done with missions. Okay. Let's progress, quote unquote, excuse me, towards the center. We don't need to go towards it. We can go wherever we want, back and forth to the same 2 star systems if we want. Let's get out of this mercenaries region, though. Maybe. Paradise. What do we got going on? Hail? Alert Nada. No. Oh, okay. Yeah, we do have to alert Nada. Okay, fine. It's just so slow to board the Anomaly in a Corvette. It's the only reason I was skipping it last time. I think if you have multiplayer disabled, they should speed up how fast Corvettes come into the Anomaly. Yeah, but then there's be the potential for that code to fail, and Corvettes would fly in really fast. That might be bad. Like while multiplayer is active, yeah. Okay, Priest Entity Nada. It's our last meeting in this galaxy, I think. Are you alright? What will you do? I should have just said goodbye, but it doesn't matter. Last dialogue option. Okay. we have to talk to Polo too? No, progress towards the center. Okay. Alright, 16 warps in theory shouldn't take more than 20 minutes. We do have to get hailed once or twice here. Progress towards the center. Yeah, there's this. So we get to choose what we want to do. I want to seek the final interface. That's the progress towards the center. So that'll choose that, the Purge, as our mission. That selection, all it does is pick your current mission amongst these three. So it's going to tell us to go to the center. We're just going to go to this green star right over here, because why not? That's probably not outside of the mercenary region, so we'll warp further next time, but just to showcase that this still counts. Don't have to follow the path, don't have to go where it's telling you. Don't have to go to the space station. There we go, data injection, sequence received, source unknown, and Atlas sequence 1 of 16, the Purge. Alright, next. So it's telling us to go this way, towards the center. Let's go this way. For spite purposes. We went to a pirate system, we went away from the center. Is this gonna count? Yeah, of course it is. Just warp 16 times, that's all you gotta do. We might get pirate freighter battles warp into pirate systems, so we're gonna avoid that in the future, I guess. Alright, data injection, thank you. And the Purge 2 of 16, after you see that, you're safe to go. In fact, after you see data injection, you're probably safe to go, but so we could get a bunch of space stations in our list here. We could be getting rewards in each of these space stations, like suit slots and stuff from the guild envoys. Oh, we're getting hailed. Apollo, got your message. What are you gonna do? Yeah, Apollo finally figured out we're in different dimensions and they're collapsing. That's why we can see each other or talk to each other at all. And we're gonna race to the center, even though I'm flying away from the center. Have fun at the center, Apollo. Alright, there's our data injection for this system. 3 of 16, and if you don't have your glyphs earned yet, you will start earning them here. I'm just going to check right now and see that we are indeed in the Isdoraijung Galaxy, top left corner. So this is important. We want to be in this galaxy when we're doing this mission. If you've done the whole rest of the mission in Euclid, and then you go to the Space Anomaly and go to the featured base, the apothecary, something apothecary, is in this galaxy. And then you continue this mission, 16 of 16, in this galaxy. That's all you need to do what we're doing and get to where we're going. Alright, here's our data injection for here. We could scan planets while we're going. We are in a green galaxy. We might have some really, really nice planets to find. Here's a bunch of stars. Purple sky over there. It looks like storms too. Two swamps. Neat. Feels pretty good to be done. We're gonna get hailed one more time. I don't think it's here. I think we gotta do... What are we on, 6? I think we get to 8 or 9 before Null hails us and tells us to please not do this, because you'll be erased. Well, we don't know that. Okay, there we go. 6 out of 16. Lagons. I know, I don't need to scan that. I know what kind of planet that is. What are you? You also... No, you're not cold. Cloudy. Okay. 7 out of 16. Let's keep going. Pirates. Pirates, pirates everywhere. Yeah, maybe some pirates more later this week, too. Had some pirates on Wednesday. Maybe we're going to have some pirates on Friday. We'll see. We'll see how much we get done today. If we get out of this galaxy, playing Windrose on Friday. Okie doke. Next, we didn't get hailed here, so probably next one. Three-star Corvettes. Oh yeah, we're getting hailed already, just warping in. Hello, Null. How's it going? You can't go to the center, you can't do this to us. I'm going. You can't. How do you know? I did what I had to do. What did you do, Null? What did you do? Atrocities. Okay, well, I don't need to read the rest. Doesn't matter. Bye. No reconsidering. Haha. Alright, there's our data injection. That should be 9. A few more to go. And I don't think any more interruptions either, except maybe freighter battles. I wonder. I'm pretty sure they count, and we could call in our freighter for the last one to find out. If you warping in your freighter counts for these warps. I think it does. Nothing too pretty. Red sky on that one. We could have found good planets, but we just didn't. Still, we're 15 minutes in. We're making good progress. Wow, pointed right at that space station. Sound cut out for a second there. Was it the data injection, or was it me changing directions that cut the sound out? Weird. Like to see that trivial conflict level. That's a very good indication that we're not going to find a pirate freighter battle outside of a regular freighter battle encounter. Oof, that's some aqua background space. I do like the color, but wow. If that isn't swimming pool liner color, I don't know what is. Oh, an alarming conflict level. Now we could get a freighter battle here, even though it's not a pirate. Economy. We did not. That's good. How many more to go? Are we on 13 or 12? $13, yay. I mean, we've done so much of this today, that's going to be like our thumbnail. I'm tempted to check this one out, but the entrance is not in the rings, just the side of the space station is, so it's not going to be foggy. Did you hear that? $14 out of 16. Okay, and we're gonna have to, I think, find a portal after this. We gotta do some preparations, so we're gonna need some empty inventory spots. Fortunately, I have a decent amount of those in my main inventory. And a few in the ship, a couple in the ship. You know, we have made a lot of those rewards. So after our final warp here, Tranquil, it's a low tier economy though. There we go, high tier economy, peaceful, perfect. So yeah, I am gonna go to the space station here. And we're going to add some storage augmentations to this thing. It's been a while. We've got some saved up. Oof. Tight. One thing I like about the asteroids in No Man's Sky is they do a lot less damage to your ship than the flying boulders in the game Aloft do. Alright, there's 16 to 16. Locate the portal. Yeah, we will in just a moment, game. We got a little bit of work to do here. We need some space. Also, we need a second multi-tool. Swap multi-tool. Okay, we've got 3. Perfect. So we don't need to buy one of these ones. We'll just check. It's a 3-star economy. It could be an S-class cabin. Probably not if that one was B-class though. A-class. A-class with nice supercharged slots. Okay, ship slots are down here. We want to upgrade. We want to add augmentation, not purchase storage. And we want storage slots. Actually, I do want to get my last tech slots too. Now, we could have cheesed those and got them for free by installing and uninstalling a bunch of parts on the Corvette, but you know what? Nah. Okay, we're all done there. Perfect. I don't know what the flickering is about. We've got to probably go behind a planet. So we're not going to point at the marker because it's not going to like that. There we go. Okay. Alright, we'll just land. I don't know what kind of planet it is. I think it's a lush. The trees look lush from here, but the grass looks deserty. There's a portal right there. Yeah, it's a jungle lush. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna land. We've got some important work to do here. So, first things first, we're going to our exosuit. I think we have enough room. We don't need the starship, but we're going to store technology, X. Put that down here. Anything we can store, we're going to store. Yeah, hazmat gauntlets, everything. We can't, if you notice, store the jetpack. We can't store the hazard protection. We can't store that. We can store this. Come on. All of you guys, out, out, out. It's a lot faster to reinstall all of this stuff than it is to use repair kits and stuff on them. Starship, we need to switch out. Anything we need from that? No. Now, we had a problem last time, so we're going to switch out to the Interceptor this time. It is not a damaged starship. I think that is what the problem was. If we look here, the starship doesn't have damage. We can call it in. It can get damaged. It doesn't have any tech installed, basically. We might need materials again from our starship, so we'll figure that out. Okay, there we go. Emeralds, a bottleneck, probably. If there is any, we have some copper. 16 cobalt works too. It's just a bit more expensive than ionized cobalt. Alright, there we go. We're forgetting one thing. We'll do it before we go through the portal. We need to switch multi-tools as well. Okay. So go to here, go to there, and we'll pick that one, Hand of Lightning. It's not fully damaged, is it? No, it's just not fully developed. And we'll go from whatever that planet was, Worcestershire sauce, to the Atlas. And this will be our final visit with the Atlas in Isdoraijung Galaxy. We're going to get to go to Sudzerbal. Neat combo planet here. Oh no, it's just a bubble planet. I thought some of those were fiery plants in the distance. Alright, so we just need to wait on the Atlas to not be lazy and call us in. I'm just gonna lean back. Mm-hmm. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go, go, go. All right. Goodbye, Isdoraijung. We'll see you on another save. Oh, Sentinels are angry here. Let's run away before he can get really angry. That's not good. Yeah, they're going to be searching for a long time. How far away are they? Okay. So there are no words on this station. There's no point in even looking around. And we don't have any jetpack modules, so we don't have a lot of ability to do anything anyway. Let's get talking to the Atlas. Let's get to Sudzerbal. We need to cry out 6 times. We've done all the crying out we can. And on the 6th cry, they answer. We'll submit. Is everything coming to an end? I must know. Reset the simulation. If you refuse, you cannot choose again. You don't get another choice. Even if the text says you will, you won't. So, make sure you are in a green galaxy. The farthest one you have access to is Isdoraijung with the current, as of the recording of this, featured bases in the Space Anomaly. You can go to Isdoraijung and it'll bring you to Isdoraijung as well. But you want to get to this point of the mission. You want to do what we did and uninstall all your stuff, switch multi-tools, switch ships, and then pick the green option here. And we will go to a serene galaxy called Sudzerbal. Now we're probably going to have that star bug with no stars as we zoom out and in. But we'll get the nice music to listen to anyway. And that's it. That's the end of the game. Not really. The end of the story. And even then, not really. So I cannot remember what color center Sudzerbal is. I think it's green, but it might be blue. Alright, we're going to turn away from the center of Isdoraijung. And towards Sudzerbal. It's both. It's teal. It's green and blue. Cool. Now we have to wait with no music and no stars. Zooming in to Sudzerbal. We're going to go a little bit over time today. We're going to have probably, I guess, one less episode this week than last week. So we got a little bit less done. But we got a lot of work to do to get us up and running in this galaxy. Namely, reinstalling all the stuff we uninstalled, switching our multitool, calling in our Corvette. Very nice planet, though. Thostones Etota.
Shield kinetic system online.
Yeah, I like.
Aerial propulsion jetpack online. Multi-tool and mining laser attachment. Operational.
I don't think it is, actually. I think it's damaged. Oh, the mining beam is actually working. That's true. That's fair.
Initialization sequence complete.
Okay, so first things first.
Commencing Atlas system suit
Call in.
initialization.
Oh, okay. We learned the remembrance. That's the tech you learn for getting to the end of the galaxy. Okay, let's try that again. Call in the ship. Alright. We can switch multi-tools. There we go. We got our visor back.
Units received.
7 animals here. Cool. Let's hop in the ship. There we go. We get hailed. And that's about a settlement. We'll do that when we get back onto the save. Set up a settlement in Sudzerbal. I just want a restore point. So we can call it a day there. I think you guys know exactly how to install tech. So you don't need to watch me do it all, but I'm going to do that. And we'll be back next time. But until next time, have a good time.